Hey guys, Flattmeister here. First video. Whoosh. I wanted to talk about a subject. Do you enjoy sex? I love sex. Everyone loves sex. It's a natural part of being human, right? You know, it's in our biology. Our animal instinct, our lizard brain. We love to fight and fuck. So what's wrong with that being reflected in art, literature, movies, video games? For too long I've heard the narrative, oh, my male gaze, oh, my sexual objectification. What's wrong? There's nothing wrong with sex or sexy characters. It's all part of sexual appeal with female warriors. I think it comes to a more maternal attraction to those characters. You've got Ripley from Aliens. You've got 2B from Nier Automata. You've got Bayonetta, she uses her sexuality as a weapon, and there's a common theme across a lot of conventional sexy female characters. That they use their sexuality as a weapon. I read an article it's quite an old one, Slate, and the author of the article argued that sexuality can be used as a weapon. Can and should be used as a weapon, a super weapon, by these characters. These female characters not only use what they define, typical male traits, typical masculine traits such as brute strength and athleticism and agility. They also use their sexuality as well. You could argue the same for Bond, but again, some people will argue that that's a male power fantasy. But again, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with a male power fantasy? A lot of these stories and have themes of a sexy female, of a female warrior. She's a lioness, and these stories go as far back as, say, Neanderthal times. It's been suggested in, I hope I pronounced this right, the Lascaux cave paintings in France. It suggests that these stories are possible, that there were female warriors in tribes that would fend off attacks from animals and warring tribes. I think there's that possibility. I think there's that reason why people find the sexual appeal of female warriors. Again, there's nothing wrong with that, but people keep arguing that it's created for the straight male. And that's not necessarily true. You're denying the voice of other people, LGBT. There's women that love to cosplay as these female characters as well. Does it occur to people that perhaps they enjoy and are empowered by playing these characters, embodying them? And the fact that Bayonetta was created by a woman says a lot as well. I think the important thing here is not to shame developers for creating content that you find questionable. Stop shaming gamers that enjoy those games. Rather, have constructive criticism, not things like, oh, Elizabeth from BioShock is nothing but a glorified door opener. I'm not going to say who said that, but I'm sure you know, and said that BioShock Infinite was a garbage story. Right. The story revolves pretty much around Elizabeth. She's the key character of that story. But I digress. The important thing is, if you don't like certain content, that have constructive criticism. Don't just shame people. Or here's another option. Why don't you create your own projects? I have a mantra, and I'll probably make this my catchphrase and mention this in numerous videos in the future, and patent pending on it as well. Be the change you want, rather than pressuring or making artists self-censor or pressuring them to even drop content altogether. that's that's stifling freedom of expression, creative, from stifling their creative vision, and that's wrong. Rather, create what you want, be the change you want. Well, this goes for the anti-SJW side as well. Be constructive with your criticism. Not every game, because it has a diverse amount of characters, is an SJW game. All that people ask for is well-written characters. As I mean, you end up with something like the dialogue in Mass Effect Andromeda. My face is tired from dealing with all this. You get cringy characters and cringy dialogue like that. Just create what you want. Stop reducing people to their labels or their identifiers, within their group, so to speak, and let them just be individual characters. This is a responsibility on the writers. You gotta create good characters. Don't let. I don't want to go off tangent. So, sexy female characters, definitely think there is a maternal, biological aspect that people, not just straight men, that people find absolutely attractive and appealing. It's in our caveman brain. It's just natural part of biology. But I'd love to hear what you guys have to think. Reach me out on Twitter at the Flattmeister. Click all that likey and subscribey stuff. You guys know what to do. Give me a comment. Let me guys know what you think. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to join the Flat Pack. I'm Flattmeister.